Rise and shine, campers, rise and shine. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, or good afternoon for those of you on the East Coast. Welcome to coverage of the 9-ball shootout from here at the Westgate Resort and Casino in Las Vegas. This event, of course, brought to you by the American Pool Players Association as part of the Pool Player Championship, which has been going on here in Vegas all week. I'm your host, Jason Bowman. I'm joined by Billiard Hall of Famer Ava Mattia-Lawrence. Good morning, Ava.
Good morning, Jason. Good morning.
We're bright and early from here at the Westgate, folks, to bring you semifinal round coverage of the 9-ball shootout, the second of 5 championship events to be decided here at the Pool Player Championships. Let's get right into it and introduce you to some of the rules of the road, if you will, this morning for the 9-ball shootout. Of course, as with all our events, APA rules apply. Coaching not allowed. This is individual play format, or singles format, if you will. Therefore, no coaching is allowed. We do have three separate skill level tiers. We have the green tier, which is your skill levels 1 through 3. We have your white tier, which is skill levels 4 and 5, and your black tier, which is skill levels 6 through 9. We will have 2 matches within each of those skill level tiers here in the semifinal round. As far as some of the prize money breakdown, so every player that is competing here in the semifinal round has guaranteed themselves at least a third place finish, meaning they're at least taking home $3,000. But you can see kind of the prize difference if you can get through this round, Ava, and in that next round you're guaranteeing yourself at least $5,000 and the chance at even 10. So still a lot of incentive, a nice pay that they've already earned, but a lot of incentive to win 1 or 2 more matches, right?
Definitely. Now it's time to kind of loosen up and say, I got nothing to lose.
Right, and that's all part of the $662,822 awarded here at this year's Pool Player Championship. That's a lot of cash if you're counting there at home. So as we do have 6 matches this morning, we will be bringing you 1 featured match here on Table 1, which is Renee Maurice and Cynthia Soul. But we're also going to be trying to keep you updated on some of the other matches around the room. Again, there are 6 matches in progress. We'll do our best to keep you updated on some of the other matches as we move along. And as you see, Renee Maurice not wasting any time, getting right into the break there.
Yeah, and it didn't quite work out.
Steve,
Scratched on
Cynthia
the break
Soul
there.
has 2 L's.
So Cynthia is going to have ball in hand. Nice lineup of the 1-3. She's got a combo right there, so that shouldn't be a problem for her. Just try to keep track of where that 1 ball is going and where the cue ball is going to get a position on the 1 after this. That's going to be her key. Just tap this in, not too firm. All right, she left herself. Can it get to the side? Ooh, the worst possible place for it to end up.
As you can see there on the score screen, Cynthia is a skill level 4, so she is racing to 31 points. Of course, each ball is worth 1 point. The 9-ball is worth 2 points. So the first to get to that must-win level that you're seeing on your score screen will be moving on to the finals. Renee Maurice, of course, skill level 5, which means he'll need 38 points to advance to the finals before Cynthia gets to that magic number of 31.
Again, just like we noticed yesterday, these tables are lightning fast. New balls, new cloth, great equipment, but it is fast, lightning fast. They've had a chance to warm up on the tables a little bit, so we'll see who kind of gets used to it first. Renee Maurice picked up a couple of points there and ended up snookering Cynthia, I believe, Jason. It's close.
We mentioned this is the second of 5 championships to be decided. Of course, last night we had coverage of our 8-ball doubles championship and the team of What Baby Gonna Do, your champions in that particular tier. Ouch. As Cynthia scratches, she'll give ball in hand over to Renee Maurice. Ava, what do you think What Baby Gonna Do did last night?
Well, I mean, I think
they were
Baby did some
celebrating.
crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that the other people did some crying, and they were enjoying every
Yeah.
minute of that. No, they were good couple of guys there. They really showed each other a lot of respect,
Yeah.
the 2 teams.
Team from Memphis and a team from San Gabriel, California. The
Yeah,
Newlyweds
the
was our
Newlyweds.
runner-up. So, great match last night, and some great matches ahead today as Mr. Renee Maurice gets maybe a little lucky on that shot, huh?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. Not much for position on the 5, but he gets that point down. 1 point for each ball. In case you're new to the APA 9-ball format, and the 9-ball you get 2. So he's trying to just make a good hit there, which he did. And did he get some love for it? He sure did. Snookered Cynthia behind the 9, as you can see right there. I think Cynthia's going to have to just bank the cue ball straight down into the end cushion and back up for the 5. That's about the only way she's got to hit this 5. She's going to have to hit it with some right spin in order to be able to hit it.
And once again, for those of you that are looking for updates on other matches, we will bring you those as best we can. As we get score updates in, we'll be updating you. There are 6 matches currently underway here in the semifinal round of the 9-ball shootout.
All right, another ball in hand opportunity for Renee. We'll see if he can run these balls. Renee's at skill level 5. The balls are laying in pretty good spot here.
Renee's from up there in Ontario, Canada. All the way here from Canada. Had, I believe, 4 of the Canadian provinces represented here in this year's event. So, a lot of participation from our friends to the north. And Renee scratches, and we'll give ball in hand to Cynthia.
We got one
Count
dead
that
ball
6
there.
ball is dead.
Yeah. All right, ball in hand. This is a chance for Cynthia to have a chance to tie this match up, I believe. She drifted that cue ball down a little bit, made that 8 a lot tougher than it needed to be.
Getting one of our first score updates over on table 8 in the black tier. Looks like Matthew Walling of Ruffin, South Carolina, has opened up a 10-0 lead over Andrew Bagley of Bakersfield. So I'm assuming that was a break and run as quickly as that score came in.
That went pretty fast, yeah.
Again, that's
there'll be a few of
Matt
those
Walling
on that table, I have a feeling.
Yeah. Matt Walling with a quick 10-0 lead.
Good shot right there by Renee.
And, no, not quite.
No. About the only place on the table the cue ball could end up where he didn't have much of a shot. I don't know if he can make this. No, and a scratch.
So, maybe some early jitters from these two. Of course, we're watching the white tier, which are your mid-level, skills. So, not uncommon to see him make a great shot. Not uncommon to see him make a mistake, right, Ava?
No, definitely. And especially under this pressure,
right.
When you come out here, especially in this finals arena, it's going to take a rack or two. I know this from playing in the pros, too. We do the same thing. A lot of times you see the first rack or two be really kind of, a lot of mistakes, kind of shaky play, and then all of a sudden you find your comfort zone, and from there you're in good shape.
Right.
So they will loosen up a little bit.
This is far from your typical league night environment. Of course, you've got a championship arena here with 10 tables. You've got the big checks in the center of the room, all the trophies. You've got a nice crowd that's gotten up early. And, of course, you've got the streaming coverage. So, another score update coming in. Looks like also in the black tier over on table 10, John Pascarelli has opened up a quick 8-2 lead over Nicholas Williams of Macon, Georgia. So, again, Pascarelli leading Williams 8-2 over on table 10. Of course, back to our main table here, white tier. You have Cynthia Soul preparing to break. She trails by just 1 point in a race to 31. She manages to pocket a ball on the break. Looks like she pocketed the 2 ball on the break.
She did make the 2. And no shot on the 1, but that'll work. Kind of got that 1 hidden down there. Going to be a kick shot here from Renee.
Again, if you're just tuning in, you're watching live coverage of the semifinal round of the 2017 9-ball shootout. 6 matches in progress. We'll try to update you as best we can on those matches as we get updates on scores. Kind of one of the challenges, Ava, of the streaming coverage with all the 6 matches going on is trying to get the information to the people as they want it, because it is a lot of action all at once. And, of course, these matches move relatively quickly, especially in the 9-ball format.
Trying to keep up with the 9-ball, yeah,
right.
Exactly. She was in a tough spot there. Not only she was jacked up over the ball, but at the same time trying to get all the way down for the 3 ball was tough. So she just made sure she got her point on the 1, and then tried to play a safety here on the 3. It didn't work. It turned out too badly.
So things pretty even here early on in this match, as you might expect. Skill level 4, skill level 5. Cynthia with a slight lead based on the point differential needed, but
nice try. He had to play that a little bit long because of the 6, I believe, and he just got a little bit too long. But they have a lot of backup plans, these two. They go for something and leave a tough layout. So
Cynthia's from Oregon. I think I'm going to say this correctly. Jervis, Oregon. Gervais. You been there?
No, but looks like Gervais.
Gervais, Oregon.
We'll go with Gervais.
Gervais, sounds good.
If anybody can correct us there on the live stream, please do.
It won't be the first city, folks, that we butcher, and probably not the first name either. That's the other challenge of broadcasting the semifinals. We've got a lot of folks that we're just meeting for the first time and learning their pronunciations of their names very quickly. So if we do mispronounce it, we apologize, but we'll do what we can.
All right, opportunity here for Cynthia, but it's a funny table so far. Even if she makes this 3, getting a good shot at the 4 from here is pretty tough. I don't know if she's going to be able to do that with a 6 ball being where it is. At least she can hit it here. Oh, no, 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 no.
Cynthia with the scratch. Another score update coming in. I'm seeing that on table 10 in the black tier, John Pascarelli has now opened up a commanding 18-2 lead on Nick Williams of Macon, Georgia. Of course, that is a battle of skill level 9s. A lot of folks wondering how come we're not, we don't have the highest level tier on the mainstream at the moment. That is because we'll plan to bring you the finals of that particular event on the main table. So if semifinalists play on one table in the semifinals, they cannot play on that same table in the finals.
Exactly.
So as not to present an advantage to either of them.
And we do enjoy highlighting some other skill levels as well. It's fun to watch the
Sure.
9s break and run, and I mean when they're really playing well, and we'll get to that in the finals.
Right.
But I also enjoy seeing some of the lower and middle tiers playing out here that have earned a spot out here in Vegas for the championship. So, all right, we'll see what Cynthia can do here. So far, so good. Made sure she didn't scratch down in the corner.
All right, some more score updates coming in. On table 3 in the green tier, we have the Battle of Michelle's. There in the green tier on table 3. Michelle Templeton with a 5-1 lead early over Michelle Zarnecki. Over on table 5 in the white tier, Max Zimin leading 4-3 over Mark Lyons. Table 6, in the green tier, Robin Hicks currently leading Catherine Quinn 7-0. And Matthew Walling on table 8 in the black tier has now opened up a 20-0 lead over Andrew Bagley of Bakersfield, California. So some score updates for you folks as our main table quickly whittles down their second rack.
And as you can see there, while you were giving the score updates, the table opened up right there for Cynthia. Got a good opportunity to play some nice position shots and get to the point where she grabbed quite a few points there, but left this for Renee. Chance for the 2 points for the 9 here. And he
Another
follows
dead ball.
the cue ball in.
So that'll be a...
Wow.
Is that a...
Ball in hand. Cynthia, I think she can handle this 9 ball.
Oh, no, they marked the 9 ball dead in that case, right? No, they spotted. Okay. Little confusion there from the players.
Yeah.
Little confusion.
No,
Cynthia will be
want to spot
spotted.
9 ball is the only one gets spotted.
Right.
Got to be
Ball in
made.
hand, and she'll pick up a quick 2 points. Cynthia.
That
with
one
an
hurt
early lead, yeah.
for
Again.
Renee. Needed those
Cynthia-
2 points.
Cynthia now at 11 points, needing only 31. Renee still needing 32 points, so the lead grows ever so slightly for Miss Cynthia. Boy, those black tier matches have really opened up. Again, I know we mentioned it as we're between racks, but Matthew Walling 20-0 currently over Andrew Bagley. That's an 8-6 race. And on the black tier in the 9-9 race, I'm sorry, it looks like I had that backwards. Looks like Nicholas Williams has now pulled within 2 points of John Pascarelli. That's 18-20. So.
And those guys, I mean, somebody can be ahead 40-0,
Right.
and all of a sudden, 10 minutes later, it's
well,
tied
because
up.
they'll run racks, right?
Exactly.
I mean, that's you're talking your elite players, your highest rated players. Not uncommon for them to run a rack or two.
Good break there by Cynthia. She made a 7-ball on the break.
And of course, those nines are racing to a score of 75. So still a ways to go in those.
All right. So far, I think we've seen that Cynthia's handled the pressure here of being in the semifinals of this championship a little bit better than Renee. But if Renee can just kind of settle in a little bit, he's made some unforced errors like scratching on that 9-ball, following it in. I bet you he will do that 1 out of 30 times.
Yeah.
But he just, you know, was like I said, you got to really feel comfortable and stroke the shot all the way through, commit to it.
Well, we got a moment. Want to make sure we thank our sponsors, Airmyth Action Cues, and our friends over at Pool Dog for their support. Of course, our friends over at Nationwide Insurance as well. Takes a lot of folks and a lot of entities to make these great events happen, and so we appreciate all of our partners. Of course, the Westgate Casino making our home away from home very comfortable over the last week or so. Still a few days to go in this event.
Renee's going to have to look at this. I don't know if you can tell there from that angle how much severe that angle on the 4 is. Not sure if he can even bank it. If he could, that would be a nice opportunity to just try to bank it in the side pocket, but it doesn't look like he has the angle for that. Oh, he
Tried
did.
it,
Good shot, yeah. And at the same time, controlled the cue ball on that side of the table, so.
My producer, Greg, is frantically running back and forth with score updates for me. You're going to get your Fitbit steps in today, buddy. You left your Fitbit in? Oh. Wear mine because I'm just sitting here. A lot of us there at the office in St. Louis have gotten into this like fitness craze, so we wear these Fitbits and compete on who's taking the most steps.
Somewhat of a competitive spirit over there, isn't there? All right. Possible combo opportunity here for Renee. But do you combo the 5 or do you combo the 8? Well, that was kind of a funny situation there. Again, this is a 38-31 race. Renee needs to get to 38 before Cynthia gets to 31. So far, Cynthia slightly ahead considering that, 12-10. But mostly from a couple of errors on Renee's part.
Right. A couple of
scratches.
Inopportune scratches, yes. Okay. So I'm now getting a third score update on table 10. Black tier, John Pascarelli is leading 22-7 over Nicholas Williams. So forget the last score we gave you. It's dark in here. 22-7, and again, our producers doing the best they can to run around all these tables and get scores updated as best they can. So some other score updates as Cynthia attempts to pocket the 5-ball.
Yeah, she's got a bank on the 5 or a combo on the 9 or a thin cut shot, but then she's got to watch that cue ball. Oh, she banked it to the opposite side. Well, worked out just fine.
Over on table 6 in the green tier, Robin Hicks now leading Catherine Quinn 12-1. Max Zimmern now leading Mark Lyons 9-5 on table 5. Over on table 3 in the green tier, the Battle of Michelle's, as we like to call it. Michelle Templeton leading Michelle Zarnecki 7-3.
And here on table 1, I don't recall ever seeing a match that is so consistently difficult when somebody misses.
Yeah.
You know, they miss and they leave each other tough.
Right.
A lot of times you miss, you kind of sell out and the table just opens up. But they keep, if they have a difficult shot, miss it, and leave an equally difficult shot for their opponent. Good shot there by Renee, and he's going to have to come with another one here. Cross table cut on the 6th. The good thing about this, if he just plays a solid cut shot, he should be able to get something on the 8th. He hit it too firm. Look out, that's going in the drink.
Another tough scratch there.
Another scratch.
And that'll go down as a dead ball. The 6th ball will be marked dead. Yeah, some untimely mistakes for Renee thus far in this matchup.
Yeah, just letting that cue ball loose a little bit.
She's going to give Cynthia the opportunity to pick up another 3 points in her quest to get to 31. Boy, for being early in the morning, we got a nice crowd in here, don't we, Ava?
Yeah, I know it. It's
I
great.
mean, it's filled out. It's 9 o'clock
great.
here in Vegas, or 9:30, and folks are up and about. It's going to be a great day. We got the pool party tonight. Of course, it's Cinco de Mayo themed pool party. We're going to see if we can convince Ava to get out there and maybe do some karaoke or some dancing or something.
Oh, that'll happen. Not
happening, huh?
No. You don't want me to, believe me.
Yeah, they don't want me to either, trust me. I've seen some of the folks out there, though, when they do the karaoke. Pretty impressive.
Look out. Look out.
And another scratch, this time Cynthia. So she's going to return the favor to Renee. He's going to spot the 9 ball up there, and barring well, I guess he's just going to shoot it from right there. There we go. 2 points for Mr. Renee. Get a quick score update on this match. This is the second of 5 championship events we'll be streaming from here at the Poolplayer Championships. Of course, we're in the semifinal round of the 9-ball shootout. You're getting a nice scrolling shot throughout the room, kind of seeing the crowd as well as some of the participants on the other tables. Starting to get slightly dizzy there at home, I'm sure. You see our broadcast booth.
There you see Renee is trying to loosen up. He knows that he's playing it, has started out a little bit tight, and he's just going to keep it going and loosen up. A little dance over there.
So we got semifinal coverage, and then at a little bit later this morning, we'll follow it up with coverage of the final round. We'll see who's going to walk away with $10,000 in cash and prizes. And that'll be for all 3 tiers, right? So,
right.
Some folks are going to go home very happy today.
I think they all should be pretty proud of themselves for making
Definitely,
it this far
yeah.
with all the participants that we had in this event. It's amazing.
In fact, I was looking at that a little while ago. So in the so we're watching white tier coverage, right? We're at the skill level 4s and 5s. 139 players in this event, all right? So in the white tier, the 9-ball shootout, we're down to 4. In the black tier, we started with 167. That was the largest of the 3 tiers. And then we had 64 players in that green tier. And every year, Ava, we tell these players, the lower skilled players, get on a singles board, right? A lot of times the lower skilled players think, oh, I can't compete and do it. But great odds if you can get on those singles boards as skill levels 1, 2s, and 3s, whether it's 8-ball or 9-ball. Get involved in this program because there's plenty of room for growth in those lower tiers, I think.
Oh, there's no question. And not only that, but if you're looking to try to make money and have a huge opportunity to go pretty much for free out to Vegas.
Right.
I mean, the singles program is...
That's the cool thing. Everybody who's made it here has
great.
basically gotten a free trip to Vegas, right?
Exactly.
They get their hotel rooms paid. They get the travel assistance money. So They're all kind of already won a really nice prize, but then you have the opportunity to win even more, depending on the tier you're in. And again, in the green tier, just 64 players this year, so sign up for those skill level boards.
More. I think there was only 31 last year, so
yeah, well,
it's all growing.
Yeah,
it's all
I mean, if
bigger,
you look at the blue tier, we've got only 37 in 8-ball, and that's your 2s and 3s. So
yeah,
a lot of opportunity for you skill level 1 through 3s out there to get on a singles board, play in a regional, and get out here to Vegas, because it's a great time. Some more score updates coming in. Table 3 update. Michelle Templeton now leading Michelle Zarnecki 12-6. That's green tier on table 3. Table 5 in the white tier. Max Zimmern now leading 13-10 over Mark Lyons. The white tier, table 5. Table 6, Robin Hicks now leading 16-2 over Catherine Quinn. And boy, Matthew Walling over on table 8, black tier, now leading 43-6 for Andrew Begley. Little luck there for Cynthia.
Little trick shot. We call them trick shots.
She'll take it. And on table 10, black tier, John Pascarelli now leading 28-11 over Nicholas Williams. So again, we'll try to keep you updated as best we can on all these different scores as you're watching white tier coverage here on table 1. Cynthia Soul, Renee Maurice.
Saw Cynthia shake her head a little bit there. She's kind of wondering why things aren't working the way they have a week maybe, but that's the pressure of being in this situation too. We got to keep reminding ourselves of that. Couple of points in Renee's column here. Tied it up 16 all.
He's starting to look a little bit more comfortable, a little more confident, I think.
It's liable to make the 9 here also. No, hit it a little bit too thick. Well, here it comes. Here it comes.
Oh. I was having dreams about that. Remember that shot last night that hung up right there in the pocket? I mean, that 6-ball was wow.
Yeah.
I woke up thinking about that 6-ball.
If you hit that hard enough, you
he doesn't hit the 8, but is it gonna make contact with the 9? No, just misses.
But now he left it. This is not an automatic combination. You can see there that the 9 ball's not hanging right in the pocket.
Yeah, maybe we can get Steve to go to the overhead shot and get a look at this one.
It looks like you're going to have to really slice the 8. Yeah, she should be able to do this. Just a really thin hit on the right side of the 8 ball should make that 9 for 2 points for Cynthia.
Nice combination by Cynthia.
Banked it in. Yeah, she's all good.
Grabs 2 more points. Again, she's racing to 31. And Renee was, I think Renee maybe is we didn't have a chance to talk to a lot of the players this morning, but I'd be curious how familiar he is with the singles format, because some questions about spot balls and things, which of course the 8-ball there is marked as a dead ball because it's still on the table.
Sure.
But I think he was thinking it might need to be spotted, but. So Renee will rack, Cynthia will break. We're currently tied at 18, but again, Cynthia needing 7 fewer points. So with the point differential, she is leading by about 7 points.
So far, she's had a lot of luck on the break here, making a ball and controlling the table to see if she can make one. This time, no. Gonna let Renee back into the game again. Kind of a long shot on the 1, but he should be fine. A little tricky. He can't do much with the cue ball unless he can draw it back for the 2 in the side pocket a little bit. Or maybe he's got enough angle to come out. And then play the 2 back where his cue ball is right now. Obviously the pocket is bigger than the ball, so you can cheat it just a little bit to be able to create an angle here. But not enough, and you see that 6 ball is blocking the pocket down at the other end. I'm not sure, he might have a shot at, he can cut it into the side and letting the cue ball loose. Not sure if he's going for the combo. Oh,
Nice.
nice shot. Twofer. That'll work.
Love those twofers.
Yeah. I don't think he expected to make both of them, though, so he snookered himself on the 3. Well, he's a quick shooter, isn't he?
Yeah,
You don't
he
even have
is.
time to figure out what he's going to do, and
He
he
is
hits
a quick
it.
shooter and just narrowly misses pocketing that 3 ball. I like watching him. He doesn't mess around.
He doesn't.
Love watching players like that. You know, they get up and they shoot. They keep us on our toes.
Yeah, that's right. Gotta hit the soft and watch out.
Cynthia
Watch
drops
out.
the 3 and avoids that side pocket with the cue ball.
I should try to bank that.
Just down the hall from us, I'm sure chaos is, organized chaos, I should say, is ensuing as registration begins for the 8-ball classic. That's kind of the granddaddy of them all. It's hard to believe we started on Tuesday and we still have a tournament just now kicking off, but that is your 8-ball classic, which will begin play at 4 p.m. this evening, continue throughout tomorrow, and then of course we'll have the semifinals and finals of that on Sunday for you.
And there you see Renee again losing control of that cue ball and scratching in the side. We've seen that quite a bit. If Cynthia ends up besting him in this match, I think he's going to have some nightmares about scratches. He's picked up his game quite a bit, but those scratches obviously are still haunting him a little bit. I know the wheelchair tournament just started at 9 a.m. this morning.
Oh, did it?
as
Yeah,
well.
cool.
Yeah. So I was
So we'll
in
have
there
coverage
checking that out.
tomorrow. Because you got a player here, right? Wheelchair player?
Yes, and he wasn't able to make it. So
Oh,
Billy,
no.
we
Bummer.
miss you. Wish we could have made it out here.
Sorry to hear that.
He had some personal situation and wasn't able to make it.
That's too bad for Billy, but a lot of players here. I thought I saw how many? 50 wheelchair players out here, so really one of
There's
our
some
favorite
great
ones.
players,
It's amazing
yeah.
to see what these guys can do. Guys and gals, I shouldn't say just guys, but
Great players. Good
it's
shot there by
really
Cynthia.
amazing.
2 good shots, 7 and the 8. And that's left her this on the 9 ball. And she's doing everything. She's taking advantage of Renee's mistakes.
Yeah.
Renee scratched there, and she got ball in hand, and she did what she had to do and cleaned up. Sometimes you don't have to play extremely well. You just clean up with it
Sure.
from the other person's
Yeah.
mistakes and take advantage. I've won many, many matches that way. Look out. There's the black tier, I believe, playing.
oh, okay. So I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like this is table 10 of the black tier you're currently seeing. I'm not sure exactly who's who on this table at this point, but
It's going to be Nicholas Williams and John Pascarelli.
Pascarella.
Pascarella.
And back over to table 1, where Cynthia is now within striking distance of victory. She could potentially close it out in this rack. Needs just 7 points now to secure the win.
Wasn't
It
left
looks like
with
she got
much
one on
there.
the break, so she's just 6 points, I believe. We'll get the score updated. Misses the 1 ball, fails to make contact, so she'll give ball in hand to Renee. We got some more score updates in. Over on table 3, green tier, Michelle Templeton, who is racing to 31, now has 18 points, leading Michelle Zarnecki, who has 9 points and is racing to 25.
It looks like Renee is going to try to set up for a combination on the 9. Did he even get there? I don't think he did. Oh, yeah, he did. He can just see enough of the 3 to make that 9 ball. But
Once
again,
again he
unbelievable. Unbelievable how many scratches he has had, just letting that cue ball loose, forgetting to hit,
Yeah.
center ball, and the cue ball he just let it go straight through after contact.
And that's the second on the 9 ball for him, right? I think the third we've seen overall. I think Cynthia had one as well,
I think
right?
it's about the 5th scratch he's had
Yeah.
in the entire match.
Yeah.
Maybe 4th, but he's...
Yeah. Couple more score updates on table 5 in the white tier. Mark Lyons has pulled ahead of Max Zeman. Mark needs 38 points, and he is at 21. Max needing 46 points, currently at 17. Green tier on table 6. Robin Hicks now leading Catherine Quinn 18-3. Robin needs to get to 25 points, so she is in striking distance there.
And here we've got a referee going to come over and make sure he watches this hit. Renee called somebody over just to make sure, and Cynthia took the safe way and undercut it, even though she knew she probably was going to miss it, but she did not want to commit a foul there and hit the 9-ball first. You get a little nervous, when the
Right.
referee is kind of breathing over, over your
Well, it's not
mind, but
natural, right? You're not used to
no.
having somebody right there next to you.
No, and it just makes you nervous. It's funny how it changes. She had an opportunity to play safety there, but we haven't seen a lot of safety play yet between these two. Very offensive match, which is pretty common when you're watching a mid-level player.
Mid-level, yep. White tier action. So on table 8, in the black tier, we now have Matt Walling with 52 points in a race to 65. Andrew Bagley with 18 points trying to get to 46. And table 10, black tier, John Pascarelli leading 45-22 over Nicholas Williams. They're both racing to 75. So it looks like a few matches may be close here. Yet another scratch. 2 dead balls.
And this is what Renee needed here. Ball in hand. 4 balls left, a potential 5 points on the table. Just got to make sure he rolls down far enough here to get a shot on the 5, but he doesn't want to get on the rail. Well, that's perfect. It's a nice, smooth touch shot here. Oh, he overcut it. Don't tell me he's going to scratch again. Oh,
Yep.
my.
Yep.
I can't even.
Frustration. There got to be some frustration.
That's
from
where
him
you
on
would
that.
just want to pick up the cue ball and throw it across the room. I swear.
Yeah.
It's like there's a magnet in the pockets for that cue ball for Renee today.
Right.
But again, they got a little lucky. I don't know. It's going to be close. I would have somebody watch this again if I were Renee, but that was a good hit.
Yeah. Again, he kind of signaled the referee, but the referee only.
Yeah, no. They were told in the meeting before they started that if you want a hit to be watched, the referee, as you could see, he was marking down the ball,
Right.
the point. You gotta call them over. That's your responsibility. And again, we all know that from playing locally, but especially when they go through that in the players' meeting,
Right.
just 5 minutes before they start here.
Yeah.
To remind
From our vantage
everybody.
point, it looked like a good hit anyway.
It did.
But again, we do not get involved in the ruling. That's
No,
everything
no.
is ruled on the floor. There is no instant replay. But again, it's up to the player to request the referee watch the shot. They're not going to interject themselves in the match otherwise. So Renee's not going to let that frustrate him too much as he pockets the 6 and has what appears to be potential shot on the 9 in the side.
I feel bad for him. He's frustrated, and here's what happens when you get in that position. You can't, it's hard to let go of, and you let go of a scratch like he's had once, and then you do it again, and the third time you start getting frustrated, and you
Right.
force yourself to let go, and the fourth time you're going, well, this is ridiculous. It's like no matter what I do, and then you just get more and more frustrated. It is difficult to let it go, but that's the only chance you have of not doing it again, really.
Well, Cynthia leaves the window open. I'm not sure, though.
He can make this.
Can he make this shot?
Thin cut. Thinner than you think.
There you go.
Nice shot.
Well, watch
All right.
out. Watch out.
No way. That can't happen. Sigh of relief, the crowd even.
Oh, wow.
I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
It's like when it rains, it pours.
Big 2 points, though, here. I mean, Cynthia had the opportunity there to potentially close out the match. Now needing 5 points. Renee needing 11, so.
It's far from over. The advantage for Cynthia is that Renee does have to go into the next rack to be able to win. Her win is right on, is right on the table here.
Quest could end right here. Renee with the break here.
Would love to make a couple of balls. Not that one.
That's the wrong one.
Starting to sound like a broken record, but
Yeah.
there's a scratch again. And there's 2 points very easily, readily available for Cynthia here to edge a little bit closer. The 3 ball's going to be tough at the other side of the table, but with a point system, just go ahead and make your
get those
balls.
2 key points.
She's got to watch here. That cue ball's going to go into the 5. She's liable to get snookered behind the 9.
Which she does.
Yeah.
You called that. It's amazing
Yeah.
the things you can see with your
I've played before, you know.
veteran eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not gonna. It doesn't look like she's gonna hit this. I don't know. Difficult to tell from here.
Ooh.
No, too much.
She'll give ball in hand to Renee. Again, certainly not out of this. If he can put together, 5 or 6 balls, he's right there. Cynthia still needing 4, Renee needing 11. But if he's going to make a move, now would be a good time to start.
Yeah, I'm not sure which way he's trying to go here. I guess. I haven't seen any defense really in this match, so unless he's gonna just hit it and hope here. He's got to watch out for that 6, if anything. If he's not trying to cut it, is he? No. We'll see if this makes even the rail. That 3 has to hit a cushion. Good shot. We saw safety, a defensive
there we go.
shot. How
Mark
about
it
that?
down. Mark it down. For those of you at home, mark those defensive shots. As Terry Bell says, if it's not offense, it's defense.
All right, so the referee is going to watch here for potential double hit. Renee called him over this time. Well, I think that looked good to me, and almost made that bank shot. Good effort.
They heard Renee say "wow" too. He was he was impressed.
All right, he's got to make something happen here. And just keep track of that cue ball. I see a lot of amateurs shoot a little too quickly. Run around the table, that's fine.
Right.
I tell a lot of my players, the worst thing you can do to yourself is walk around like in a coma.
Yeah.
Run around the table, that's fine. But when you're down, take a little bit extra time. No.
Boy. He likes to cut it close.
Well, maybe the tide has turned. That's twice now
Yeah.
that he's almost scratched, but not
Yeah.
quite. So,
He's got the touch now.
yeah, a little
Yeah.
firm there, but he left himself a bank shot on the 7 into the side. But you see what I mean? He gets down, he doesn't take any time at all, and just kind of doesn't have time to really get settled on the shot.
And he's going to get a little lucky there.
Yeah,
there we
he
go.
did. That
There we
doesn't
go.
hurt.
So
He's got some fans from Canada.
seeing a little momentum
up there.
swing here, maybe.
Yeah.
He definitely has an opportunity here to run out, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys could hear it, but his fans in the stands were kind of giving him some whoop over there, so
Well,
that helped
you
him
can
along.
see, he's now down just 4 points.
Oh boy.
Make that 2. What a swing. What a swing that is, folks. Impressive. Impressive.
And all of a sudden, Renee needs 2 points.
Yeah, like I
and
said,
he has
I mean,
the break.
that was quite a turn of events there.
Yeah, that was a big rack.
It all started when that cue ball hung on, right? It held on to the table. So we've got some results in, folks, on Table 3 green tier. Michelle Templeton has advanced to the final round with a 25-14 victory. On Table 5 in the white tier, Mark Lyons advances to the finals with a 38-19 point win. Robin Hicks is moving on to the finals in the green tier. Over on Table 6, she wins 25-7. And Matthew Walling in the black tier will advance to the finals with a 65-22 point win over Andrew Bagley. So congratulations to Michelle Templeton, Mark Lyons,
1,
Robin
2,
Hicks.
no scratch. That was match, you guys.
There we go.
2 balls on the break, and that cue ball finally saved him. A tied turn there before it was over with.
And a massive sigh of release for Renee.
Yeah, absolutely.
An impressive turn of events, really, because it looked like she had that locked up.
Oh,
for
there was
the
no
most part,
question
and
about it.
That, that last rack really turned it around. So, folks, Renee Maurice is advancing to the final round, the white tier. Cynthia Soul will finish in 3rd place, a very outstanding finish for her.
And that's what we were talking about. It's never over until
Till
it's
over. Wow.
And
yeah.
Renee finally got some
Great match.
cue ball love finally after all that scratching. So
now we're watching some bonus coverage, and this is table 10, where we've got Nick Williams and John Pascarelli. Pascarelli, at last count, was leading 47-40. We'll see if we can get clarification on who's who in that match, because I'm not sure if this is John or if this is Nick at the table. I think it would be a little bit simpler, but maybe not. So we're still getting...
Well, I mean, again, having all these matches, you never know.
Okay,
you know,
so Nick is
everybody.
racking. That's correct. Okay, Nicholas Williams is currently racking. John is preparing to break. So, little clarification on who's who in that match. But yes, as I've said, we're meeting these players for the very first time this morning.
And they played all day, all night last night. I tried to stay up last night to watch the end of it, but knowing that we had to start so early this morning, didn't get to watch the end of the quarterfinals, where you can familiarize yourself with the players a little bit. But
John,
wow, look at this break.
John from San Diego, California. I know he's got a lot of folks tuning in and watching. Certainly his league operators, Brian and Jill Franklin, rooting him on. I think I saw something on Facebook with them letting their entire league know this morning. So, and Nick is from Macon, Georgia.
Oh, it's got a bank shot on that 2 ball. You can tell that there. And the 3 is open. These guys break the balls, and there's not a lot of issues to solve.
And these guys are both skill level 9, so they're racing to 75.
And once he makes that bank, and there you see the score, 49-40. So compared to all the other matches, this is the only one still going. So it's been going this kind of a slower match, which I'm surprised at, considering the speed at least that John plays with. He's going to get on the 4 here. This should be no problem for him. And I love his style. I mean, and this is what I'm talking about. You see him running around the table, but watch the difference here between him and the 2 players we watched earlier. When he's down shooting, he takes that extra time and just makes sure that all systems are a go. And that's the thing, you need to stay loose when you're walking around, but when you're down to shoot, really make sure you know what you're doing, which he kind of forgot on that one. Not really where he wanted to end up. And again, that cue ball just keeps rolling and rolling. So, but all he's got is a bank in the side pocket, but it's a do or die shot. Put some right spin on this. How do you hit it?
Not a problem for a skill level 9. So, if you're just now tuning in, you are watching semifinal coverage of the 9-ball shootout. We're down to one last semifinal match, which is the match you're currently watching. It's featuring 2 skill level 9s, which, if you're not familiar with APA, are really your top tier players. These guys are elite in terms of their game. They're racing to 75 points. John currently leading 55-40. So expect some shot making from both of these players when they have the opportunity. Again, these are the very best of the amateur ranks, both skill level 9s.
And John has all his points that he needs on the table right now, leading 67-75. And with that power break, I would not bet against him making a ball on the break. And then we'll see what kind of shot he gets on the one, and that could be curtains for Nick if he gets some kind of an open shot at the
Right.
one ball.
Yeah, not uncommon to see these guys break and run, so we'll
Break is big.
settle
There
in.
goes.
Looks like you got the 6 ball on
Six
the
ball
break.
goes, and one. Oh, man, if that would have stopped in the side pocket, this match would have been over. But now it's again anybody's game with Nicola's power, even though he needs 35 points. You know, once these guys get control and the break works out and get a little bit of luck, and that could be over. So it's a big safety here for John to play. He could use that
Binder.
7 to hide behind, but with the table being as fast and slick as it is, you don't want to take that chance. So maybe he'll try to bank this down to the other side of the table.
Kevin.
Oh, that didn't work out. The only thing he's got going for him is that
Do we have 9 ball
the
sportsmanship
4 ball,
yet?
the 4 ball is
We're
in
still waiting
the
on it.
way a little bit. Yeah, that would obviously no problem for Nick. Combination here on the 8. Make sure to hit this solid so that the 2 ball stays there. So far so good. And now getting on the 3 ball. You don't want to go in that side pocket. All right, he got on this combination. Pick up a couple of points here. I'm sure he would love to run out and get all the points on this rack, but you got to listen to the table sometimes. Oh, no. He got down too quick on that one. And here we go. We'll see if John still has enough points. He's got plenty of points to win this match right here in this rack. Automatic position here, just a tad of left spin, making the 3 ball. You can play it 1 rail position. You can go 2 rails across. The 4 ball goes in both pockets. If you go 2 cushions, then no spin really at all. Just make sure you clear the side pocket. All right, he went the 2 cushions, and he got pretty much perfect on that. See if we can get a wide shot on this on the table there on the 5 and 6. I mean 4 and 5.
I'm not sure if they can get that camera angle on this adjacent table. I think
There we
they get a
go.
little bit better.
There we go. All right, one last cut shot here. All right, and we are off by 1 point. If he does run out, he's still going to need something on the break.
It looks like he will in fact run out, which will make for
Put him on the
an
hill.
interesting break. Pockets the 9 in the corner there.
And again, from the power of John's breaks, I don't like Nick's chances of getting back to the table again, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. I do like John's tempo, though, around the table. And this will be, if he wins here, or whoever wins this match will be our last finalist that we're going to have advancing, and then
Right. Then we'll give out some trophies to our 3rd place finishers, and we'll kick off our 9 ball
and some
finals
cash.
here. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget the cash. Don't forget. They won't forget the cash.
I don't
trust
think
me.
so.
They never forget the cash.
It's funny how that works.
Yeah.
It's obviously an important break. You know, even though John only needs 1, he knows the power of Nick if he gets rolling. So he wants to make sure that is a good rack, a great rack. All balls frozen. Gives him the best chance to make something happen here. 1 ball on the break, and he goes on to the finals. Oh, he made 1, but it's the wrong one.
So
Nick
Nicholas
still has
life. There's always a chance, especially amongst the skill level 9s.
And I don't see any major issues here on this rack. The 7-9 maybe, but that's a pretty easy combination, or he can get down and play the 7 also. So we'll see if we can pull off a comeback here. All right. Punch the cue ball over a little bit for the 4. You want to make sure you get an angle on that 4 a little bit. I'm not sure the 5 goes in the corner by the 8. If it does, then he's got no problems. If it doesn't, he's got some work to do, and that was just kind of a sloppy position. Yeah. He's going to have to go the tougher way now, and I see that a lot where people don't really pay attention and really decide where to be for position. Especially when you're down like this, you're trying to create things 100 miles an hour because you know you have so far to go.
Quite the mountain to climb, yeah.
You just got to, stay in rhythm. You can't force anything or rush anything. All right, there we go. Shouldn't be any problems going up for the 8 ball. Even if you get center ball position here, you're fine. Just want to make sure you don't get stuck behind that 9. Oh, wrong direction. That was about the only thing that could go wrong right there. He's got a shot at the 8, but much thinner cut than you would like. Just got to make this, and you get automatic position on the 9 in the side. Or the corner. There it is.
So Nick Williams staves off elimination, at least for now. He will have the break and the opportunity to just got to keep John in his seat. That's all he's got to do, right? Keep John in his seat.
It's only 22 points. I mean, anything can happen here. And again, there's 10 points available in every rack, 1 for each, 2 for the 9. So he needs to go into the 3rd rack here. If he's going to need to run a couple and then a couple on the break, and he will be going to the finals. He just cannot let John get any kind of a shot. Very important to keep track of the cue ball here on the break, because needless to say, even though you want to make a ball or 2 and get a shot at the 1, you need to make sure you pay attention to keep control of that cue ball. Just loosen up and play. He's got nothing to lose. Uh-oh. Did we die?
You're still alive.
That was unfortunate. Nothing on the break. The only lucky break he got is this shot on the 1. You can see the 1 there behind the 4. And John can hit it. So you're trying to cut it backwards. Yeah, but no cigar. And here we go again. Let's see what Nick can do. He's going to need a nice touch to get position on this 2, considering how thin the cut is on the 1. Oh, wow. Yeah,
Still didn't leave him any favors, did he?
Well, it looks like, I don't know if he can hit it. A little curve shot here.
Yeah, for the first time
or
since
a jump if it's not a full ball.
Really the first time, at least since we've tuned in this match, that we haven't seen consistent ball pocketing. The position's been challenging this rack.
Nice curve shot.
Can't quite get it
but
inside there.
He got nothing for it. This
and
shot
this
to win.
could be it.
Yeah.
This could be it. Pascarelli's going to chalk that cue one last time, not take any chances.
I think the fire alarm would have to go off like yesterday for Nick to have a chance of seeing John missing
And
that
John
shot.
Pascarelli is moving on to the finals
Well
in the black
played.
tier with a 75-53 victory over Nick Williams. So again, John Pascarelli has punched his ticket to the finals, folks. He will face Matthew Walling here in the finale. We're going to head down, give the third place finishers some trophies, some cash, because we know they want the cash.
Not necessarily in that order.
Not necessarily in that order. And then we'll be back in just a little bit with live coverage of our finals round. So come back and join us in just a few minutes. Thank you.